Welcome to the Realtors Podcast, your go-to resource for everything real estate. Whether you're a seasoned agent or just starting out, we provide actionable tips, market insights, and success stories to help you grow your business. Tune in for expert advice, industry trends, and the inspiration you need to thrive in the competitive world of real estate. Stay ahead of the game with the Realtors Podcast.
Okay, so, one of the biggest questions people always have about real estate is what makes some houses skyrocket in value while others just kind of sit there.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much to unpack with that. But we actually found this really cool snippet that kind of sums it all up.
Right, so get this, it says, homes situated in prime locations, like bustling urban centers, scenic waterfronts, or neighborhoods with excellent schools and amenities, often. And then, bam, it just cuts off.
Like they're about to drop some top secret real estate wisdom.
Exactly. It's like often, spill the tea.
Yeah.
But that often is interesting, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It kind of hints that while a great location is usually a good investment, there's more to the story.
So let's talk about this whole prime location thing. I mean, it's basically real estate 101, but what is it about location that really makes a difference in a home's value?
It all boils down to the good old supply and demand thing. Like, think about those bustling urban centers. They've got walkability, easy access to jobs and entertainment, and a lot of times they have a higher potential for rental income, which makes them pretty attractive. But there's only so much space in these areas, right? And more people want to live in these vibrant hubs. So you've got limited supply and high demand, and that naturally drives up prices.
It totally makes sense. And I mean, who wouldn't want to live near a scenic waterfront? I'm already picturing those sunset views.
Oh yeah, waterfront properties just have this special something, right? There's the emotional appeal, the recreational opportunities, and those killer views. But it goes deeper than just looks. In a lot of markets, less than 5% of homes are actually on the waterfront because of things like geography and zoning laws that limit development. And that scarcity is a huge factor in their value.
Our source also mentions excellent schools, and I always thought that only really mattered for families with kids.
That's a really common misconception, actually. Yeah, families with kids are definitely drawn to good school districts, but the impact goes way beyond that. Buyers, even if they don't have kids, know that homes in those top-rated school zones will hold their value better and be easier to resell. It's a sign of a stable, desirable community, which appeals to a lot more buyers.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like a built-in guarantee that your investment is safe.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's the mention of amenities, which is a pretty broad term. What kind of amenities can actually boost a home's value?
Well, think about the things that make a neighborhood a great place to live. Parks, green spaces, public transportation, low crime rates, a thriving local business scene, those quality of life things, they just make a neighborhood more appealing, which increases demand and pushes those property values up.
So prime location is more than just a fancy address. It's this whole package of awesome features. But remember how our source hinted that location isn't the only thing affecting appreciation?
Right, yeah. Even the most amazing location can be affected by things happening in the bigger economy. Think about a waterfront property in a city where, let's say, the main industry just shut down. Suddenly, that prime location isn't so prime anymore.
So the health of the housing market and the local economy are super important too.
For sure. Interest rates are another good example. When interest rates go up, mortgages get more expensive, and that can make it harder for some people to buy a home, so demand slows down even in those desirable areas. But on the other hand, if the local economy is booming, there are lots of jobs, then demand goes up, and that can push prices way up.
I bet local developments can have a big impact too, like imagine a new park or a new train line.
Totally. Let's say there's a new light rail line connecting a neighborhood that used to be kind of off the beaten path to the downtown area. Now it's super easy to get downtown, so more people want to live there, more businesses pop up, and boom, property values start going up.
It's like a ripple effect.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes real estate so interesting. It's this whole mix of things, from what's happened in the neighborhood to what's happening in the national economy.
So if we were to take away one big lesson from all this, it would be that location is key for a home's value going up, but it's not the whole picture. There are tons of things happening in the economy and right in the neighborhood that can change how much a house is worth.
Yeah, it's all about seeing the bigger picture, not just what's on the surface.
So now, here's something to think about. If you were going to buy a home, like an investment property, what would you look at besides the location? Would it be things like the crime rate, the average income in the area, maybe the age of the houses, and if you could fix them up. There's